I did a corporate photo shoot last week. Did I tell you about that?
Nah.
It's fucking so boring, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh no, yeah, the thing you were at where you were like
yeah, fuck. Bleep that
edit
out.
that out.
Yeah, shit. Dude.
Beep.
Oh fuck. Good morning, bro.
Dude. You're back.
Yeah, number 2 for the year.
Yes.
I'm going to start this one out right. We want to say thank you to Tommirock for being our sponsors every week.
Yep.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Very much. Love you guys.
Coffee's
Hell yeah,
good.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so I just got out of the doctor just now, and they just took the stent out of my ear. So,
Yeah. So if anyone caught the episode last week and previous episodes, you talked about getting this operation done on your eardrum.
Yep. So now
it's out.
Yeah, they've taken it out, and I can hear out of my left ear all of a sudden after 6 weeks of not being able to hear out of it at all. And immediately, like, I don't want to say like too much too soon because it's been like a fucking hour since they took it out, but I felt like straight away I could hear. I have more like upper mid, like low, high end detail in this ear now, and it feels like there's something blocking this ear. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
but that could just be your brain adjusting.
it could
stuff
be.
too,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying.
So
like who knows?
bizarre.
It's because I've had a fucking earplug in my ear for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So that's just come out. So.
Yeah, everything's going to sound bright.
Dude, everything's different, hey.
Yeah.
Like, and I like my ear canal wouldn't have taken in anything for like I said, like 6 weeks. So it readjusting to,
It's crazy.
yeah, it's just strange, man. Like
Yeah.
feeling lopsided. Like I physically,
do you feel weird
I physically
balanced?
feel not really. I just physically feel like this ear is more blocked up.
Yeah,
like
wow.
It doesn't. Okay. So what it is I can feel wind inside my ear canal now. Like you probably feel it, but I wouldn't have been feeling it before because I had the growths.
Yeah.
So now I can feel it in this ear, but I can't in this ear, so it feels blocked.
Yeah.
It's just super weird.
And that ear, you said you've got to get operated on eventually as well, right?
Yeah, both of them need to get done. So
Whoa.
yeah, so the only thing like I would get it done at the same time, but they don't do that because then you're deaf for like literally I had to. It'd be so fucking hard. It was hard enough having one ear.
No one needs to cripple themselves that hard, eh?
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
hell. Not by choice.
So can you imagine like have, for example, having a procedure and being blind for a month or something like that? Like, yeah. Anyway, so that's the reason they don't do it at once. But he said we could do it at the end of the year, but I don't. I need to space it out because like I had to take 2 months off work. Like,
That's a lot.
I mean, like I could work, but I couldn't really. I couldn't do critical
can't do
mixing. I
audio.
couldn't deliver mixes like like critical serious shit. I didn't want to send it because it's like I don't know what I'm doing right now. You know, like
Yeah.
I get it close, but I can't make it's not right. Fucking weird.
It's heavy, bro.
And
It's huge.
anyway,
Yeah.
that's news with me. And you've been building at home. That's
Yeah, just continuing on with the studio. Yeah,
do you have any
getting there.
photos for us or anything? Like, can you show us anything?
Not yet. Not yet. No.
because you're like
I've
filming
got
yourself
stuff,
doing
but
it. Actually,
yeah. So soon.
Yeah.
By the time we probably do one of the next episodes, actually.
I dropped
it'll be
over
almost
Mitch's
there.
house. Was it on the weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you were you sealing between the your
Yeah.
inner wall and the inner gyprock?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm turning each of the spaces between the studs into a baffle. Essentially, it's a
Yeah.
pretty weird thing that I'm attempting to do.
Yeah, I when I got there, I was like,
bizarre.
"Fuck, dude, you are really going to some lengths here."
It's more of an stupid science experiment thing that I'm trying to do to see, like just to know.
So
like,
you've never seen anyone do it?
no,
It's a cool idea.
it's just why not? While I've got the walls
So essentially,
open.
like to give you an idea of what we're talking about. So
Yeah.
Mitch has taken the drywall off his walls inside,
Mm-hmm.
and you've got the studs, which are what are the spacing of the studs? 400?
Oh yeah, look,
450?
yeah, roughly.
Yeah, they look smaller.
Some of them will end up thinner.
Right.
They're not always spaced
Okay.
evenly.
Yeah. So anyway, so you got these cavities of roughly 400 by I'm guessing 800-ish.
yeah, whatever. the
Yeah.
standard
So
things are.
there's blocks, and you put insulation in there. Then you've put the
Yeah. So what I did,
fiberglass.
we cut the walls open.
Yeah.
Then we reused that plaster to go on the inside of the wall. So essentially, what it is, it's just a bedroom, right? So there's 2 layers. 2 layers of gyprock, and then there was no insulation in between. So there's no soundproofing or any isolation at all. And this is going to be my new control room. So ideally, you'd have 2 layers of gyprock either side, which is kind of standard. But I can't do that to eat into the space, and then that would mean removing cornices and stuff like that. And I was unsure about that because I've never done plaster work before. So we cut them open right up to almost to the cornice and down to the trim on the floor. And then that way I could get in. We reused the offcuts of gyprock to then plaster them inside to get a second layer of gyprock.
That's what I was trying to explain. That's weird. Is that you've got the
so within the
framing,
stud,
within the studs,
there's another piece of gyprock on one side, and then that's corked, and sealed,
and
then there's another piece of gyprock cut out
over the top,
and then sealed, and then the final layer of gyprock will go straight over the top of the studs.
Oh, so I didn't know there was that in between piece between the ones in between the studs and then the outside wall.
So there'll be the outer wall,
yeah.
Then the ones within the studs, the gyprock within the studs, turning each of those studs into like a baffle, like a box, a sealed airtight
So you can have 3
box.
layers of gyprock.
4.
Incredible.
4 all up. So you're getting the 2 on each side.
On the other side, yeah.
And then you've got the obviously the acoustic treatment in there. So the idea I'm going for is basically that if you try and isolate each of even though the studs themselves are connected, by making them airtight and stuff, maybe instead of getting one huge low-end mode, it starts to help break up that mode into smaller modes or something like that.
Yeah.
Who knows? Okay. It's really like, I don't know. I'm not an acoustician. I'm not a physicist. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like, what kind of crazy shit can I do?
Yep.
And
so
does it make a difference at all?
Yeah, I like how much length you're going to with the gyprocking and stuff. One thing that we did here, which I regret, is we use the same gyprock in all of the walls, including the one that separates this room from my room.
Mm-hmm.
So right here, we're in the tracking room, and then my mixing room is next door, separated by a window. And I wish that I spent more money on the gyprock that separates the 2 rooms.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I put maybe a rubber membrane behind the gyprock to help with the isolation. Double thicker gyprock and doubling it like what you're doing. Because here we've just got single on each side. We kind of had to rush it because we had no time and no budget. And it works fine. But if I wanted isolation, I would have spent more time and money. Even just forked out some of my own dollars and just bought nice thick gyprock and just put it on there, like what you're doing.
Yeah, look, cool. It's funny enough, I didn't even have to buy the gyprock. Facebook Marketplace is a crazy place.
It's the fucking best. It's the best and the worst.
It's a curse. But for our wallets. So I got a really good deal. Shout out Hado for this one. He messaged me one day and was like, check out this. There was people just giving a bunch of plaster away for free. They were building an office thing. And they were just like, someone just come and take it. We need it gone. And I couldn't even fit more on my roof.
Fuck yeah.
The tires on my car were squishing down.
Why didn't you call me?
It was Christmas holidays. You might have been away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, cool.
Yeah, I think you were away.
Right.
For the holidays. But yeah, it was during Christmas holiday break.
Dude, that's
sick. It was sick. And I was...
What mil did you get? What is it? Do you know?
It's 1 centimetre thick.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it's not super thick, but with the 2 layers, it'll be heaps. And then with what I'm doing, it's going to be interesting. So the last layer goes on each of the walls this weekend.
Yeah. Man, I heard about the marketplace, not scam, but thing that people do. And people are gonna think I'm dumb for not thinking of this, but I used to do this shit with eBay. You know how if I want something on eBay, you're my friend, if I'm selling something on eBay, you go in there and bid on it and push the price up a little bit.
Okay.
So with the marketplace thing, I'm selling something, you message me an offer, and then you get your friend to message me a way, way lower offer, and then your offer looks more attractive.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that before?
No,
yeah,
that's funny.
I've had young kids come in and tell me about that. Like, oh, you do this? I'm like, you kids are fucking...
I gotta pay that.
Yeah,
that's pretty good scam.
That's pretty good, but also, you fucking little slimy cunts. That's... I mean, yeah, whatever, dude. It works. Good on you. Yeah. But yeah, I was like, that was pretty funny.
That's cool. I mean, I got to pay, man. People hustle and scam.
What'd you get recently? What'd you get? You're gonna leave that till... Nah, just tell us now.
I
want to know.
Right, so I did recently purchase something on Facebook. I said I wasn't going to do it.
Yeah.
I said I wasn't going to buy anything.
Can I pull a photo up of it? Is it...
Yeah.
Will it still be up there? If I go to your...
Just look up the unit.
Okay, cool.
So it's called 4200... It's the 4200A, I think, from Audio Arts. So what it is essentially... I saw this come up on Marketplace. I was like, that looks like a GML EQ. It's a variable... Yeah, that's it there.
That's not the one, is it? No.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sent me and I was like, ooh, GML.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So basically, it's like GML-ish. It's not. It's fully variable. It's not stepped, unfortunately.
Not stepped, yeah.
Which is a bummer.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't realize what a fucking pain in the ass is, so like some units you can you can do minute movements and it will make the biggest difference for the sound. And yeah, if it's not stepped, good luck.
Yeah, this one seems to be a little bit more forgiving in that regard. And also it depends on what you're using it for, because it's 2 mono channels or a stereo unit.
Right.
So if I'm using it for tracking, maybe it's not that big a deal. Mixing, obviously, that's trickier.
It's like we said, like if you're tone shaping and you just want to like, you know, get some vibe, whatever, like sick.
Yeah. But there's this really obscure company that basically doesn't really exist anymore. And it's just one of those things that like we've talked about before on the channel where like you've got to keep an eye out, and if you know a bit about circuit topology or what something should be, you can research it before you buy it and see if you're getting a good deal. And this thing has all the right components that should be in like a mastering grade EQ.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a steal, except for the fact that it's not stepped.
Yes. Okay.
And to change everything to stepped, it would cost a fortune.
Yeah,
and it makes it kind of a bit silly.
Yeah. So what's your intention? You're gonna change some of the stuff inside?
I was, and then I looked inside, and all the ICs, the Texas Instruments chips, ICs, and all the capacitors that are there are super high grade audiophile components.
Wow!
So it doesn't need changing.
Cool.
The high frequency ones are using a certain type of capacitor that I would probably leave. But I've toyed with the idea maybe of changing them all to Weimer capacitors and seeing if it changes it at all.
Right, okay.
I could do that and like change one and then compare them.
Yeah. Have you run anything through it yet?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I ran drum bus through it. I ran vocal bus through it. I ran mix bus through it.
How does it compare to what you've got?
It definitely does the thing in the high band where you can push it quite aggressive and it's more transparent.
Yep.
It's not as transparent as the sort of V250s I have from
ZNH.
From ZNH.
Yep.
But that can be to do more with the slope of the EQ.
Yep.
But it definitely does a similar thing to those V250s in the lows where you just engage it and it tightens up the mix.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a weird thing with this style of EQ. It tends to just tighten up your lows, and then the low mid band on this with just a slight little dip. Fixed things in my mixes I've been trying to work on for
ages.
did
a couple mixes at home.
Very good.
Like when I was recovering, well, not mixes, but I just did some work from home. And I was using plugins instead of hardware, obviously. And I forgot, what transformers do. You know what I mean? I'll be like, well, like everything sounds loose and flubby. There's no like impact. There's no, there's no density to the sounds. Like what is happening here? I'm just missing the transformers
transients get spikier. I've noticed. I had a real hard time on a track I did recently, which was same deal, just all plugins. And I was just like, everything's spiky.
Yeah.
Even with clippers. Even using gold clip and stuff. Yeah. Without plugins.
Spiky is a great word, Something I've been trying to like do lately is like stop, like pull myself out of my habits, you know, like, and because it's so easy as like in our job to fall into habits, whether that be how you mic something or how you treat an instrument or even like the things you use to treat those instruments, you know? Yeah. Like, okay, EQ, Pro Q, all the time. No matter what. And like, I think some of those habits are good. You know, it's good to form some habits in terms of workflow and being able to repeat things and do it quickly. So that's cool. But I think the thing I really don't like is that it just makes me lazy. And I stopped thinking, I stopped listening to the sound and going like, what does it need? I go like, oh, it's a guitar. I should put a 2500. You know what I mean? Like I should distort the drums or whatever. Like as opposed to just listening and go, what does this need? You know? And another thing, so I used to, when I first started, use the inbuilt Cubase channel EQ a lot. Heaps. And then all of a sudden one day I decided I shouldn't be using this anymore because that's amateur and I should use Pro Q or whatever. And then my mixes sounded different. There's something that the inbuilt EQ in Cubase has a very, very particular sound. Have you? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you know why that is?
They're just it's either the filter like curvatures and stuff like that. Sometimes are different. There's lots of reasons why, but anyway, like they obviously do. And it depends on what they're basing it all on.
I'm just trying to get that idea out of my head that if if it's not kind of high end and great, or if it's not specifically tailored to do a certain thing, it's not going to do the job as well as say like just the stock plug-in or whatever.
Well, that's probably a good segue.
It is. I was thinking that actually as I was saying, I was like, that's a funny good segue.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
for the first time ever.
Yeah. So you want to stick on, like, we're going to try and stick to a topic today instead of being so fucking manic and ADD.
Yeah, I'll try it. Yeah. Today we want to talk about, and this is one that should resonate with everyone, cheap gear that we love.
Yes.
And expensive gear that we fucking hate.
Yeah.
Which is a good one.
Yeah. That's a good one.
So you can go first.
Well, we're just going to go through a list shit.
Oh, like just what comes to your mind?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind are NS10s. As in they're cheap and they're great.
Yeah,
I mean, they're not. Are they?
They're
great?
not great. No, but they're a great
do
tool.
the job. They do the job really well, and they like. Dude, I consistently see. Did you see someone put out a pair up for like $500 the other day? You know,
I did
that. So I
was hovering.
Yeah, I'm always tempted by NS10s. You know, it's funny, dude. I like my speaker journey. So I did KRK Rocket 6s. My first set of speakers.
Crazy.
Why?
Oh, it's just like they're just.
Oh, they're crazy speakers.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. They're scooped as fuck.
Yeah.
They sound
so scooped.
They sound like a boombox.
Yeah.
They sound like like pumpy and just they
made
sound
for DJs.
They sound good, which is not good. Like anyway.
Yeah.
So Rocket 6s, I had a really good time on those. Got to a point where I was really happy with myself. And started to get serious, and I bought NS10s.
Yep.
And I didn't do a good mix for 2 years.
Whoa.
I reckon it was nearly 2 years of owning those NS10s, and I was just depressed for the whole time because
that's the thing, right? That everyone says you got to learn that speaker.
Have you ever spent time with them? Yeah. And TAFE, is that the situations? Or
no, we didn't have them at TAFE. Did you have them at uni and stuff?
Okay, right, but you've never owned them.
No.
Okay, yeah, right.
No.
Sitting in front of them every day, it's depressing, dude, because if you've sat in front of NS10, it just sounds like 400 hertz.
Yeah.
It's just boxy.
Yep.
Like the image is horrible. It sounds like a bookshelf speaker from the 80s. Mm-hmm. Exactly what it is. It's like, If anyone's not familiar with the Yamaha NS10.
You should be if you're watching this channel.
Everyone knows what an NS10 is.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I bought a pair of NS10s and I had those with just like what the Reddit forums, what the Gear Sluts forum at the time said that was the best amp to pair with them, which was like a Yamaha 1000 watt amp or something. I don't know. It was an overpowered amp.
Yep.
Yeah, fucking hated it. Yep. Hated it. I think maybe if they were my second pair of monitors.
Like a reference pair.
Totally great.
Yeah. I understand that. Because that's what people use them for, right?
Yeah.
It's for checking the mids.
Yeah. So I would like this. These are, in terms of speakers, are cheap. These are $500 to $1,000 for a pair, depending on the condition. Then you got to buy an amp on top of that, unless you happen to find one with them. I think this is pretty. Yeah, this is probably one of those staple, and probably will be around until people can't buy the cones for these anymore.
Yeah.
Which is probably coming up, right? Like, CLA.
Yeah.
There's
reissues.
Yeah, the CLA NS10. Apparently these are all right.
Yeah.
You know about these, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Aventone CLA 10.
Yeah.
It's just 8K.
Yeah. It makes sense that Aventone will be making them too, because they make the little
the cubes.
Yeah.
So that's my first one.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on that?
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, for what they are, like they're an industry standard tool.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's funny because like I don't know if I would ever recommend someone buy them.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think I could recommend.
No.
anyone buy them.
Yeah, but I don't even know if I would buy myself a set again. But it's a weird thing, dude. Because I own them and I hated them, and now every time I see them, I'm like, I could have a pair of those.
Yeah, I definitely want something to focus in on mids more.
Yeah.
But also, you have headphones for that. Like,
did you find headphones is the way to do that?
My HD 650s are pretty mid-focused.
Right, yeah.
So I can use those.
Yeah. I use the Behringer cubes for that sometimes.
Yeah.
Just to see what it sounds like on a phone or like or AirPods, things like that.
Yeah.
I find it represents it better.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, it's a cool one. What about expensive gear you hate?
Oh, okay. So we'll do one and one each.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, cool, right.
Yeah.
Expensive gear I hate. The U87.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, the actual Neumann U87.
Yeah, the actual Neumann U87.
Yeah.
So I don't hate the microphone.
Yep.
I hate the price tag.
Yes.
I hate the thing around it. The Neumann U87. You know, like I hate that.
Yeah, no, I can agree with that one.
There's heaps of shit I don't like about that.
I definitely had that on my list.
On your list?
as one of
the
them.
87? Yeah. See, like I love the sound of the microphone.
The microphone's sick.
Microphone's brilliant.
The U87 is an amazing microphone design.
Yeah.
And the rejection, the one thing that I learned about that microphone that shocked me was that its rejection from the rear axis is as good as something like a 7B.
Cool.
It's incredible.
That's funny. I never know. There's never a situation where I would need rejection from a U87.
Yeah,
because I'm
if you're
recording a
just doing
singer.
vocal,
I'm
yeah.
only using it on singers.
But it's one of those things where it's like they did something special there.
That's cool.
And it's one of those things that no one talks about that mic.
Yeah.
It's engineered very well.
Yep.
But the price of it is insane
Let's look
for
up
today's.
dude, what is it? Right, I have a guess.
There is no
I'm going to
excuse.
say 4,200 in Australia.
Yeah.
For the AI, for the U87 AI. What do you think? Have a guess.
4.5.
4.5?
Yeah.
I'm 42. You're going 45.
I can't remember the last time I looked.
5.5. Oh, that's a studio. Wait, that's a studio set. Dude,
5.
that's disgusting. So Store DJ is arguably pretty cheap in Australia. Like this is the bottom of the barrel in terms of prices. That's fucked up, man.
That's so shit.
That's offensive.
That is offensive.
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, that's like...
If you know what's in there, besides the custom
I'm
head
fucking
basket.
mad, dude.
Yeah, besides that custom head basket that's there, every piece of that microphone is affordable. Right?
Yeah, you're
like
paying,
it's cheap as
you're paying
chips
for
to
the
make
badge,
that.
you're paying for the heritage, you're paying for all that shit. But
Yeah.
so it's one thing I will say in favor of the U87. It's the most finished sounding microphone sound you'll get for a voice. I believe.
Yes.
I think a 67, 251, whatever needs EQ and compression. I don't think the U87 needs EQ.
No.
Like really
No.
ever.
They're voiced surprisingly bright.
They sound so finished.
Yeah,
It's
you don't need
just-
EQ on them.
Yeah, it's one of those mics
If you
where
put them through a good compressor and a good pre, they're done.
Dude, I use this all the time, and I'll I have a mic, singer, and I'll put the big tube mic up, and I'm like, oh, look at this fucking sexy thing, and I'll put this up, and then I'll put the 87 up just because I know it'll work, and I'll chuck it up, and the 87 wins most of the time.
That's crazy.
It just sounds right, It doesn't have the big exaggerated bottom end, but often you take that away anyway.
Yeah.
It's that can sound really cool on a singer, but then in the mix you need to get rid of it because you got so much going on. And anyway, so U87 for voice, very hard to go by. That price is fucking gross, dude. I have the OPR 1-to-1, and I think it's a fantastic representation of that mic. So this
And it has the vintage mod on it as well,
yes, it
right?
does. Yep. So that way I effectively have two microphones. Let's just have a quick look at this. So this is
that's more fair.
So $1,400,
and that's a boutique, handmade.
Yep. So I own this mic. I know for a fact that it's fantastic. I love it.
Yep.
Dude, even this
that's a joke.
I reckon half that is maybe fair. Do you even that right?
No, not even. You're talking about. Like, no offense to Neumann and bloody who else? Who owns Neumann? Sennheiser runs Neumann now. It's just for what is in it. There's nothing in there to justify that price. There's not magical fairy dust in there, man. It's a few components. It's minimal.
Look how simple it is.
It's very back in the day. It used to be very hard to manufacture capsules. The capsule design had to be like the world's best engineers. Now it's all just laser done.
$5,500.
Yeah. The most expensive thing there is the capsule and the transformer, and then the body itself. But none of it equates to $5,500. Not even close.
Oh yeah, I don't know, man.
So the markup on that is crazy, and to me, it's just a bit gross and a bit unfair.
It is. I think it's fucking gross, man. And I think
it's owned by Sennheiser now, so maybe they can afford to just leave it doing that forever. But I can't see that they sell many of them. Everyone that needs one in a big studio probably has one.
I'm really curious, dude. I bet you the price of Neumann's have gone up a lot over the years because I swear 5.5.
With inflation and stuff.
Yeah. I swear 5.5.
That's craziness.
Anyway, so
it's so crazy.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people are fucking, it's got the badge and all that.
No, because artists these days don't.
They don't know. No, they don't know,
and no one cares. No one cares anymore, man.
No.
The opinion on all this stuff with studio gear has changed.
Yeah.
I think it's really important to own good gear and good tools. We'll talk about that all the time. But there are many good tools and many good options out there now. Affordable, way more affordable than 100%. That. You could build, the starting of a studio for that amount of money.
Oh, dude, I'm just
that's a lot of money.
That. The things that you can do with $5,000 in the studio, the amount of I mean, yeah, you could go. You could spend $1,000 on a OPR 87, and then you could spend $4,000 on monitors. Like, like, that's
a lot.
Anyway, the more I look at this, the angrier I'm going to get. It's your turn. Get that one off my fucking screen.
My turn.
Yeah, give me the cheap gear that you like. 57.
I hate the 57.
No, you hate it.
I hate the 57. I'm on a mission this year to remove the 57 from as much of my shit as possible.
Shout out Lachlan. Lachlan also hates 57.
Yeah, I was always like 50-50. Like I know Lachlan hates it.
Yeah.
He has that Steve Albini approach with it all.
Yeah.
But the more I hear other options, the more I fucking hate it.
Yeah,
I do.
fair.
I hate it.
It's
It's not. You know what I've noticed more recently? The 57 doesn't take EQ well at all.
Yeah. I mean,
it doesn't. Not the way other mics
compared to some stuff. Yeah, definitely.
Like those warm mics we had in last episode. Those take EQ so well, and it was an eye opener for me. That you can have like a similar priced mic, but one you can EQ as much as you need to, and one you just cannot. And look, it has its place. The 57, I could still use it on a snare if I needed to.
Even just looking at
I've got other
like,
options.
There's a part of me that feels defensive when you shit talk the 57.
Yeah, that's funny. I bet you there's things available. Yeah.
It's just such a. It's like it's the first microphone that I ever bought. You know,
everyone should have at least one.
Yeah,
because it's a thing. It's a tool, and it does a good job.
When I first was recording in my parents' house, my first drum mic setup was a Beta 52, and then I went on eBay and I bought 4 57s for snare. 557s for snare and all the toms, and I'm pretty sure they were knockoff 57s. They were like it was like this, a kit like that.
Okay.
And I'm fairly sure they were knockoff 57s.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I still have them, and they sound weird.
Oh, yeah, wow.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, I have a real soft spot for this microphone. I can understand why people don't like it. Yeah, I don't know. I can't. Like,
my problem with it is that, like, the more I find the sounds I'm chasing, the more I find that there always needs to be another mic complementary to it or something else to help it do its job.
You know what the 57 is to me? I've got a bunch of children. The first one was a dud, and it was like a runt, and it came out, you know, it fucks up all, it shits its pants. It can't go to school, but it's my baby. It was my first baby, you know, like it's flawed to hell, but it's, you know, like it's got alopecia. Its
God
hair's falling
help
out.
if you ever have children, Mitta. Your first kid.
Yeah.
It's got alopecia.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, you know, these
He's
things.
just looking at me and listening to this.
Yeah, just looking at you trying to describe you. Nah. So basically,
shits his pants, bald.
It's a flawed child, but it's special. I like it.
Yep.
It serves a purpose. But I'm aware that it is not the best microphone for most things.
Yeah. I'm on a big mission to see what I can replace.
And man, like, realistically, it's 2026. Is it 2026? Yeah. I mean, like, if we're like, there should be more options out there now, right? Like, the 57 shouldn't be the one that people are still like, oh, you should use your 57. Like, we should have more stuff to choose from now, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So cheap gear that I love at the moment, it's a tricky one because I got lots of cool little budget bits floating around. Probably the secret one is that 163 compressor. So the DBX 163.
Yeah, so every time
that's a cool one.
Every time the AudioBois get together, you always talk about this compressor.
Yeah, because Sam turned me back onto it. I had them sitting in the racks and I stopped using them.
Yep. But you love this thing.
Yeah,
it's cool.
It's cool. Cool.
You've even tempted me to like look at them when they pop, because they pop up. You can get them for like $250, right?
Yeah.
Like $150, $200. Like,
Yep. Yeah. On a good day, it depends which one.
Reverb.
So there's a couple of different iterations of it, but it's all essentially the same.
Yeah, right. 300
the one
Canadian.
you want is not the X.
Okay.
That one's fine. It's fine too.
Right.
It's got.
So
it's actually got a DI input.
3.
Yeah, you want the original one.
Oh, it looks like the 160. Cool, with the wood sides.
Yeah. That's the one you want. So I've got a pair of those that are racked.
Have you used 160s?
A VU?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, right, okay.
I've never used a real one.
Yep.
I've got the 160X thing that came later, the 90s thing. But yeah, the 163s, so they're cool. They use a cool little RMS detector, so they kind of work like they're basically trying to do like what an opto does. Yeah. And it's all on one slider, so it's auto gain. Right. And it's really cool for like stuff like this. Yeah. Right? Like whenever I do anything for YouTube, that's the compressor I'll go to because I just set it and leave it. And I don't have to do anything because it's all program dependent. Yeah. They're currently my Tom compressor. Yeah, cool. Cool. They've got a bit of fatness in the lows.
Is that where Sam likes them too?
I can't remember what he said.
That sounds right.
All of the DBX compressors, whether it's the VU 160, the Holy Grail, any of them have this snappy, slappy thing in the tops. They all do. Yeah. And this one just has a bit more bottom end to it in the right way, and it just works really well on Toms.
I had a pair of 160As for a while. They were cool. Like,
I've got the X's. They just don't have enough low end. They eat
which is
into
the
low
cool one,
end.
the A's or the X's?
I've got
the X's, the cool ones, right?
They're both the same, essentially. They're slightly different.
No, people like the X's, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So it was the X's that I had. Yeah. That was a Steve Everett's suggestion.
They're cool. They're very 90s. Like if you listen to 90s snares, they're often used on like toms or snares and stuff. You'd always see them in studios. There's always a pair of them floating around. Yep. But I like them less. I want to mod them soon. Cool. But the 160 is very usable. It can be cool on guitar bus sometimes. Yep. When you need that like low mid kind of growl or grunt from a guitar where you just want that like kind of shit. Cool. They can do that really well. Yeah, they just got a cool tone to them. Cool. They're sick. They're a bit warmer sounding. Hate that word, but just rolled off in the highs. And right. Yeah, they're good. Okay. Really cool, affordable bit of kit that's like everyone should get one or two.
Dude, this kind of thing's cool. Like if you're just starting out at home and you want to get into the hardware world. Yeah. Like look at poor man's LA-2a. Like I don't think that's too far off the mark. Yeah, really.
Dude. So like, I saw that video a little while ago and I was like, yeah, sick man.
Yeah. No, I think
that's Ryan Earnhart's video. I know Ryan.
So
Shout out Ryan.
Lachlan and I were chatting about stuff like that. Like is it the micro limiter? Is another one.
That Sam.
Yeah, that's a
emulated.
Yeah,
in the
Sam's
plugin.
the Alesis one.
I actually had my eye on those and I was looking out for them on
So I've seen these go on Facebook for $100. Yeah, like that.
I'll get one,
dude.
If one pops
why
up,
wouldn't you? Like, what a cool, fun way to, especially if you're at home,
smash something and
if you've got like if this is your first entry into hardware, this is a great option. Really cheap, fun. I think these Alesis they make a bunch of like micro units. Have you seen them? They make a reverb.
Yes.
Alesis micro.
Yeah, microverb.
Micro unit. Let's go. What is it? Microverb. There's got to be more than one, right? Like there's a limiter. So that's
the one.
All right. Here's what's we got? Gate. Verb. Compressor. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. I like these little like these things are cool.
Yeah.
Can you turn them in? Can you rack them? No. This is a different thing altogether. Enhancer. Okay.
Like an exciter or exciter or something.
Dude, you know something I want to try is hardware
stereo exciters?
Yes.
Or stereo enhancers?
Yes.
Like what's that red and silver one? There's one out that's like really I've seen before.
Red and silver one.
Yeah.
And it just does stereo enhancing?
I think so, yeah.
I just
want BBD or something like that.
BVD?
BBD.
BBD?
Yeah. I think it's something like that.
I really Googled it.
Yeah. Don't Google it.
Yeah.
It's a trap.
So I was talking to...
it is called something like that though. Okay, all right. Yeah.
I was talking to Zach Limon, a friend of mine who runs a little studio up in Maitland, and he just got one of these SPL Big. I mean, like, you know, I like hardware for everything, so you would assume that the hardware...
I've heard mixed opinions about that.
And what did you... Yeah?
But I know big engineers that love that one.
Mixed things? What do they say?
I've heard some people be underwhelmed by it, but whenever people are underwhelmed by things, I always think maybe you're just not using it right. But big engineers are using it. There's a few that talk about that.
It's probably going to be like more on the subtle side, but Zach sent me a mix and before and after, and I thought it sounded great. Yeah. Again, do I want to introduce something else that I need to recall? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like... Yeah. It's starting to get to the point now where I'm like, do I just make my life more difficult by adding more hardware to my chain? Like, is that how you feel? Or like...
Yeah, I'm getting to my limit at the moment. I'm looking at my racks. I need more cabling at the moment to finish off some 500 series racks that I've got going on. Yep. And I'm like, kind of don't want any more.
Yeah,
you know?
it's kind of
Like,
getting overwhelming
it's getting a bit
now.
crazy,
yeah.
But yeah, so that's my affordable one anyway.
Okay, that's cool.
The
I like
expensive
that.
gear I hate. There's a couple, man.
We'll just go one. Just give me one.
This is going to be controversial. LA-2a.
Oh, good one. Yep, I like that.
And
Great.
and mainly, even in plug-in form, I fucking hate this thing. at the
Yeah?
moment. Yeah.
You actually hate it?
Yeah. If anyone creates this and doesn't put high pass and side chains and like all these kind of things, because look, the original thing is a beast of a thing and it is good. But for what it does, once again, like the Neumann, right? The components in it are not expensive.
$9,000.
There's no reason that needs to be priced like that. For what's in it, except for the opto cell, there's nothing in it.
There's not much. You know what I like looking at, dude? In the inside
That's a joke.
1176.
A couple of tubes and
11. Look at that, dude. Look at how much fucking room there is there.
Yeah, because that's a transistor-based compressor,
wasting all
right?
the space in my rack.
Yep.
Anyway.
But that is what it is, right? So like all this gear was expensive because it was harder to engineer and like mass produce and all these things. We live in a world now where this kind of technology is easy to make, right? We're talking about, like 50 years, 60 years worth of gear. There's no need, like $1,000 maybe with the chassis costs and the switches. It does the transformers and all those key components that actually are important to the original sound, the T4 opto cell, all that stuff. Maybe.
Look,
but like $8,000? No.
Even if we're factoring in things they're a company that want to make some money, So if we factor in markup,
but they're owned by UAD now, like Universal Audio.
Yeah.
So UA owns them, not UAD, but UA.
UA,
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like they
got money.
Okay, but let's say even if you want to put markup on top of that, right?
Yeah.
Say like 100% markup, even if you cut that price in half, $4,500. That's still a bit. I think it's still too much.
Yeah.
Right.
Like for what it is.
Yeah.
For what it is. Like, what would you use an LA-2a on?
Only voice.
Voice?
Only voice.
Maybe bass?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. It can get woofy on bass.
Yep.
I've started to notice. Yeah.
I would.
Too much.
I would
sometimes.
prefer the stay level or something like that for bass and drums.
Yep.
I would use this for only voice.
Yeah.
I almost bought one. Remember the one I almost bought last year? It came up for like $5,000, and I was like, boys, I should buy this because it's just so cheap.
Yeah.
But I didn't even really want it.
Yeah.
It was cheap.
Yeah. Like I would go on Audioscape or something like that.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat.
Reese Zaka bought the Audioscape one, and he says it's great, loves it. But again, I think it's a one-trick pony, right?
Yeah. And it's just overpriced, man, for what it is. Like
It's not
for what it
overpriced,
does.
it's absolutely obscene.
Yeah. So that's probably like I don't hate what it can do, but I hate how much it costs.
While we're on the topic
similar to the Neumann.
While we're on the topic of poo-pooing these like big audio brands from the 80s and like from 70s,
60s,
whatever.
Yep.
Like one thing that bothers me is people's like boner for these brand names, right? Because at the time we only had Neve, SSL, and AKG, whatever. There was 5 audio brands, and they existed throughout the 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever. Everyone got to know and love them. And now we're at the point, like you said, we've got billions of other things. There's so many fucking options out there.
Yep.
But people are just tied up in this because it's the Ferrari of the audio world, It's the one that's been around forever. It's the one everyone knows.
Yeah.
It's the brand name and logo that we're familiar with.
Yeah.
Sure, they were popular in the 80s or whatever, but is that because they're great, or is it because they're the only thing they had access to at the time?
Yeah, that's the cool part about that. That whole question is the right question too. It's like, did it make those records great because it was so good, or it's that thing.
That's
like,
all they had.
That's all they had.
Yeah.
Right, and like they only had one of them in most studios.
And then when you're going to bring in the other part of the conversation is like when we were talking about before, like creating mics to record to tape.
Yeah,
We don't use that anymore. So why would I use a mic from the 80s that's designed to go into a format that we're not using
when we
anymore?
talked about like the Sony,
exactly. You know what I mean? You've got to wonder, does that like train of thought apply to stuff like this too?
Yeah. Look, I think like we're in this kind of cool time where people are recreating these for more affordable prices, and people are doing it. Companies are doing it. Like some truer to the original design, some less so, whatever. But But then also you have options to do it yourself if you want to build things yourself, or there's just other options coming out. Like, for instance, we can't stop talking enough about like the brick lanes, right?
Yeah,
like where someone has come up with the idea to do something where you can get all of those flavors, truly analog, for way more affordable a price, and do them well.
You've also missed like there's another option. You could order one from Stam and maybe get it in 5 years. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway,
$1,600 US. What's that? Right
is that Audioscape?
Now? Yeah, right now that's a pretty. That's going to be a steam.
And that is a current
2.2. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got you'll have support with them.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, like I would buy their version. Like if anyone's looking for more affordable versions of like vintage hardware, Audioscape are like one of the.
I think you
like where it's 1-to-1. Like that's where
they're at the top of the game right now.
Yeah, and like also to mention fucking Z&H too. Like the recreations they've done.
Yep.
Way more affordable.
Yeah.
Like all their gear. Like they're the only ones doing a API 560 EQ that's affordable.
Yes. Yep.
The graphic EQ.
Yep.
Like, man, no one else is doing one actually cheap.
Hey, I listed my JLM LA-500s.
Yeah,
for sale the other day.
You said you weren't using them really anymore.
Mixed feelings about doing it. Because so they are my LA-3A thing because that's what he's designed them to be. Really, it's like I think he designed it to be like 2 units. So it's an LA-3A/2A type.
Yeah,
but I think it's more aimed at the LA-3A.
Yeah, they're always going to be more like a 3. It sounded like a 3 to me.
Yep. So I have a pair of these. I use them on rock guitar.
Yeah,
which is
that's common use for a 3.
Yes, but so I won't use them on metal guitar.
Nah,
I don't use them on pop guitar. It's only rock guitar.
What do you think it is that they bring out in rock guitar?
Like mids, like they tighten and like bring things forward and stuff. Yeah, which is cool. Like they just make it sound more guitar-y, which is great. But I've also found that I love the 2500 on guitar too. So half the time I'm just running guitars through the 2500, printing it, and then using it on my drum bus as well. Yeah. So I'm not really finding myself like they're great. If I had endless money, I'd keep them, no doubt. And if I had endless inputs, I would keep them. But I'm running out of IO now, and I want a 1176 blue stripe.
Yeah.
Because I like I've got the purple MC77.
Yes.
It's I like it. It's very dark.
Yeah.
And to me, that's not like an 1176 I associate with brightness, distortion, bright.
The blue I associate with that. So the original blacks, even the modern black one versions, are all a bit darker.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is what
people like them for drums and stuff, right? Like the black on drums and then the blue on vocals.
Yes.
So I would probably keep the purple. I'm attached to it. I like it.
Yeah. It's a good compressor.
Yeah. I would actually if you had a blue, I would swap my purple for it. I think.
Oh yeah.
I think I would.
Yeah, because you just don't use it for everything.
Well, if I had the blue, chances of me using the purple are pretty low.
What would you use your purple on though?
See, I don't use it on drums. I only use it on vocals and bass.
Yeah. So like
I do use it on drums. I use it on crunch mics and things like that. If I want to dirt shit up. I would probably still use it for that, and I would still use it for bass.
Yep.
And so this
I would keep it for bass.
You're right.
I
should keep it.
There's something that the black 1176 does it somehow can let the clickiness through in a nice way from a bass, but you get this kind of like low mid thing out of it. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
I just like. I mean, 1176.
It's one of those
because the blue is if you get a blue, it is shocking how much more bright they can be.
I know. Yeah.
And like to the point where I've tried it on other instruments and gone, that sucks.
Yeah, right. I mean, if anyone out there has a suggestion for which blue I should get, please tell me. I've been thinking about the Audioscape one. Obviously, let's go Audioscape 1176 blue.
Yep.
Blue stripe, and I've also been thinking about the black line.
The black line one.
Only
and what about hairball?
No, because I have to build it. Black line audio 1176.
They usually have a build fee as well.
I would do the hairball because I know Sam loves them.
Yeah.
Blue. The
Just
hairball.
build it. Why won't you build it?
Oh fuck! No way, dude. I don't have the patience for that shit. No way.
Too scared.
Yeah, I am too scared. Yeah, absolutely. Dude, I got one of my bikes repaired recently, and I took it to the guy, and he was like, "Who's working on this?" And I'm like, "I don't fucking know, man. Not me. I didn't put that gear in backwards."
It's Canadian dollars.
So that's pretty similar to Australian Canadian, right? 1450 canna.
Yeah.
Can to almost the same.
Oh yeah, wow.
Cool. So that's cheap. $1,400 for a hairball. That's cheap. What else we got here? Black Lion Audio, 1600 new. I don't like the logo. I think it's ugly as fuck.
Yeah, I like that. Sorry, Black Lion.
I don't like look. I don't want to look at that shit.
Yeah. See, that would be a no-go for me just
same,
on that.
Same. Which is funny.
Yeah, but we've talked about that before. It's got to look good.
This looks
And, like,
fantastic. The Audioscape's so clean.
We're serving customers
Yep.
in the studio often. So our gear needs to look the part. You don't want hokey stuff.
Jesus.
You know?
1400. That's not so bad. Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, it's going to be the Audioscape. Yeah, look at it. Clean. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous.
The other one you can look at, who else does a blue?
1176 blue stripe clone. Warm. No, I'm skipping that. Say for hairball, Yuri. Dude.
I think that's it, really.
How's that that guy on Facebook the other day trying to sell was it a blue stripe for $30,000? I saw your comment on it. Yeah, dude.
I was like, tell him he's dreaming.
Every time, man. I like.
Someone even commented underneath. They're like, "Oh, you can get a pair of jousting sticks for that." But I was killing myself.
Jousting sticks.
You know, Castle, that film.
Yeah. Fucking hell, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man,
so good.
What was he trying to say? It was used by Bob Dylan or something like that.
I don't know. I thought he'd added. He'd missed a
zero.
He
meant
zero.
3,000, but he wrote no. He was serious. I think he wrote on the thing. It was like, this one has been used to track these people.
Who cares?
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, no one's paying that.
No.
He was getting trashed on Marketplace. For sure.
I feel like it's part of me feels
Deserved
bad.
it.
I'm like, you poor guy. Like,
Nah. You want to play?
All right,
play
cool.
silly buggers with your pricing.
All right, I might order one of these soon.
Oof.
Treat myself.
Yeah, big call selling those because I've wanted a pair of those LA-3s for a long time. Nah.
Do you want to take them
money? Nah.
Okay.
Nah. I don't have the. I'm running out of IO2.
Oh, it's a kit. All right, so it's $500 for the kit, but I'm pretty sure they like the built ones like $1,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
500 modules.
Yeah.
500 comps.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Shout out to JLM too. Joe Malone, man, he's a legend in the industry. Everyone that knows his product
absolutely.
knows.
Dude, I've never seen anyone have a bad opinion about his stuff ever. Like,
dude, these
worldwide too.
Those compressors, the LA-3s,
Yeah.
before Audioscape got in on that,
Yeah.
they were the only ones in a 500 series that anyone was doing.
Yeah.
And they're in huge studios everywhere.
Yeah.
Those LA-3s.
Yeah, part of me, I might just keep them too, right? Because it's one of those things that like it's always going to be useful.
Yeah. I feel like that one would be one of those ones where you're like,
I'll probably regret it.
Yeah, maybe.
I hate selling gear, man. I hate it. Hate it so much.
That's one of those ones. Like an LA-3.
All right.
Yeah, I'm excited for. I can't talk about it yet. Anyway.
Okay. All right, cool.
Someone coming on the channel soon.
Yeah. Okay, so the 77 is a D and E. So D is black.
Yes.
Yeah. Hang on. So 11,
D's black.
76 versions.
Yeah. You love a black D.
Shut up, man. So we've got
Demonetized.
Rev. Yeah. Here we go. So we got Rev A. Show me the fucking.
What's the E? Is that your question?
Yeah. Is it the dark grey one or something?
I can't, for the life of me, think of what the E looks like.
Is it going to be?
Just put 1176E.
Okay.
1176.
So hang on. We'll go A. Is
The blue.
black?
No, A's blue.
Oh, A is blue, is it?
A is blue.
Okay.
Yeah.
A, and then you said
The Rev
E.
A is blue. Rev D is black. E is the funny one.
E.
Yep.
It just must be a variation. Or is it the black with a stripe on it?
I don't know.
Anyway,
Help us out.
Who cares?
Anyone in the comments?
yeah.
Anyone screaming at us through YouTube? Comment below. Yeah, so that's cool, man.
Yeah. So I put them up. I put them up for like they're not crazy cheap. They're not expensive. They're like
What did you put up, 1,500 for
I
the
think I said
pedestal?
1,500. I always put them up with like a bit of padding in there because people always want to do that.
Yep.
So that's fine.
Yeah, 1,500 for a pair of LA-3s of that caliber is
I think
fair price.
it's pretty good.
Super fair.
And you've calibrated them, so they're actually like the meters are actually doing what they say they are, which is great.
Yeah, I did do that.
Yeah. Okay, so blue is A and B, black is C, E, L, N, silver is H. Right.
Oh, whatever.
Silver. What do people use silver for? That's what the stereo one comes in silver, yeah?
Yeah, the 1178.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Z and H do a good version of that.
People don't really talk about the silver one much, do they?
The 70A has more grit depending on who designed it and whatever, yeah.
Yep.
Anyway,
Dad, man. It's
a cool one. So what do we got next on the...
Oh,
actually... We're going to talk about... What are you
you
go.
So we were going over the our like expensive and cheap.
Yeah. Have you got one that you just thought of?
No. Oh, I mean, like I could talk all day about it, really. Like, okay, so we're talking like like if we're being practical and like things that are accessible to
whatever,
anything.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, Neve's got to come into the conversation at some point.
As an expensive bit of gear you hate?
100%.
Yeah, that's a good one.
A 1073 has to be in the conversation.
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay, so Neve.
I'll pay that one.
10, what is it? 1073. What is it called now? X or what are they? SPX. Yeah.
No, that's no, not even. Oh, you're just talking about the preamp?
Well, what? No, isn't they called something else now? Aren't they called? Are they still called just a 1073? I thought they had a silly name, like a 1073 SPX or S.
That's just the preamp ones and stuff, I think. Yeah.
There you go.
Neve.
$5.5 for a fucking channel strip.
Yeah. For something made in like 60s, 70s.
Let me have a look. I'm just curious, this Chandler TG2 that I have, what's this one worth? It's probably worth more. Oh, no, sorry, not TG2. LTD1. LTD.
So what do you hate about the Neve 1073? I know.
It's exactly the same things that I hate about the U87. You could take everything that I said about the U87 and apply it to the 1073. I hate the thing around it. 1073, I got to use it. You know, I hate the price tag. I hate that everyone thinks it's the one and it's the only one. If you don't have one, you're not doing anything right. Like that pisses me off. What's this thing worth? Reverb.
For modern recording, the high band is fucking unusable.
Okay, well, we'll go over why it's not the product that people think it is, but okay, so
it's so harsh in the highs.
How much are these fucking things? I think they're about 4 new. Anyway, so straight up, $5,500 for a pre and an EQ, which the EQ is only half usable.
Yep,
that's fucked.
Yeah,
like that's terrible. Like okay, so I like the sound of the EQ on some things sometimes.
Yep,
it's not always. It's very grainy. It's very like the distortion has a very particular sound to it. Yep. It can be really cool. It can be horrible.
Yep. It can get nasty.
It can get really nasty. Yeah. The distortion can be really either
3 dB on a Neve is like heaps.
Yeah. And the distortion can be either perfect for what you're doing or horrible.
Yep.
Yeah. And if it's in the wrong microphone, say if you've got a tube mic and you've got a bit of preamp distortion on this, yuck.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the thing that bothers me about this one, it's like when people start learning about recording equipment, they learn the numbers U87, 1073, you know what I mean?
Yep.
They learn all these things and then they walk into a studio and they go, where's your 1073s? Where's your U87s? And I say, fuck you don't know anything, you know what I mean? Like I don't, like that's probably more, I'm more annoyed at people's approach to this unit than the unit itself. But okay, let's get into the nitty gritty of it. So the high end's fucked.
Yes.
Horrible.
Yeah. The preamp is good.
The preamp, it can be cool.
A Neve 1073 pre is an excellent thing.
Yes. Yeah. You could totally have a rack of 1073 pre's and that would be killer.
Yeah. But the EQ section
some people think that the EQ is like the EQ. Yeah. The reason it's not, the high end is fucking ugly. Yeah. It's harsh. It's spiky.
It's very harsh.
Dude, I will often engage the high-end EQ, but not actually use it. Yeah. So I'll just turn it on and it'll brighten things up immediately. Yes. And then I don't actually boost with it.
And that's why people talk about like the 1073, the EQ being an integral part to the sound of the preamp.
Yep.
Because it all feeds through itself.
Yes.
So, look, it is that thing. But the 12 kilohertz shelf is one of the grossest sounding ones I've ever heard in my life.
Man, sometimes if you've got a super dark saw, say if you've got a ribbon and you want to really brighten it up, cool.
It could be cool.
But on most things, it's not the one.
No.
Okay, the mid-range I really like.
Yeah.
The mid-range on it at 1073 is cool because like the boost is really useful.
Yeah.
The cut sounds like pretty cool, but the boost is really cool.
Yep.
Low end, you could argue that they could just fucking take that off this unit.
It gets muddy.
Yeah,
It gets real
just
muddy.
Not
real
even
boomy, real muddy.
Yeah. It's boomy and muddy is a great thing. I like having the options of the
filter.
The filters.
But where it goes from like 150 to 350 or whatever it is.
Dude, it goes from 80 to 160.
Yeah, 80 to 160.
What's
and
that?
160 to 3. Yeah.
160? Like, what about 100?
Have you ever put it on 300?
Yeah.
And it just sounds like a
radio
voice. It's like unusable.
Yeah. Again,
Nearly anything.
like
It's wild.
I don't know. Like it's the bit dated. I don't know, man.
The idea is that you can go to 300 and then you can boost the shelf of the low.
Do like a pull tech type thing.
You can do some kind of stuff like that, some craziness.
I just think if we're talking about pre's and EQs and the amount of fucking
there's modern gear that can do way better than that.
But just the amount of hype that this unit has compared to its actual usability in a studio setting.
Yeah.
Like again, this is like the LA-2a. It's a unit I can use the EQ we're talking about on one or two things sometimes.
Yeah,
maybe.
sometimes.
You know?
Maybe. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
again, so that that's an overpriced
Preamp sick, but the rest. Yeah.
overpriced, overhyped. Yeah, average. Okay, so that's my expensive one that I hate.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's go back. Let's think of another cheap one that I like. Dude, there's so many. There's just too many.
Nah.
I'm trying to think of like one that I use all the time. Like we can talk about cheap mics.
Yeah,
Like
anything, any bit of gear.
Like
I've got a good cheap one. I just thought of.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cheap one. There's so much. I'm gonna think about this. Give me your cheap one.
I've got two pedals that I love.
Oh, cool.
That are sick.
Yes.
One is the Behringer clone.
Oh,
that
cool.
thing. I got the illegal one, the one they banned.
So you've got the.
I've got the lawsuit version one.
Yeah.
The original one.
Is it called it's called a
They called
Centaur. That's right.
Yeah, they called it the Centaur.
That's what they got in trouble for.
Yeah, and now
Yes.
it's a Zentara.
That's right. Yeah. Centaur.
I use that thing on vocal overdrives. I use it on bass.
Klon, man.
Dude,
when I first discovered
best.
Klon Overdrive, I was just like, what have I been doing? This is it.
I saw you using it on vocals, and I'm like, I'm getting one.
Yes.
I don't care which one.
Yes.
I'm just getting one.
That tumness, how good does it sound,
Yeah,
dude? It's
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
EQ on it. I think it's a active EQ, and it's so aggressive. So
Yeah.
you can just go crazy with it.
Yep.
But yeah, this when I like first playing guitar, we were using heaps of like 808s and overdrives, things like that. Like, was that what you were using? Like Ibanez overdrives, green
Yeah, like
screamers,
tube screamers and stuff,
So
yeah.
real mid focus, right?
Yeah.
So like real like 700 hertz to 1,000 hertz area, kind of maybe up to 2,000 ish.
Yep.
But these are like full range overdrive. It's just like a big boost to everything.
Yeah.
It
And I
sounds
love
fucking
it.
awesome.
And in front of an amp, any amp,
Yes.
fucking unbelievable.
Oh man,
So good.
it's the
I
only
put that
pedal.
in front of my Vox, and then I can get into much heavier, kind of rockier kind of tones.
Dude, if
as
you
well,
like that,
it's
do
unreal.
you own an OCD?
No, that's next on the list.
Yeah,
that's next on the list.
If you like.
Warm do a good clone of that I'm looking at the moment as well.
Do they?
Yeah.
Hang on, what is it? Audio.
ODD or something they called it.
Interesting, because this is
Yeah, they released this maybe a couple of years ago, a year or two ago.
Shit, man,
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Wow, because
Yeah.
this OCD I think is one of the, again, like the Klon is one of the pedals everyone have to have.
Yeah.
You have to have one.
Yeah.
They are fucking so sick.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh shit, I had no idea.
Yeah, and the other one I have a very cheap, like affordable clone of a delay that's like an analog Bucket Brigade style delay.
What is it? Do you know what it's called?
It was a bloody Temu purchase, and it was one recommended online that I saw, and I was like, I'm getting one. It's called. Oh god, it escapes me now.
Bro, let's go on
Look
Temu.
up. Yeah,
Let's go on.
the Movall Falling Star.
Falling Star?
Yeah.
Okay, Falling. Oh, is it not a Temu brand, is it? Like, you know how they have their like
No. It's
Yeah,
not a
okay.
Temu brand. Movall, or it's like
Right.
yeah, that's the one.
the top one?
Yeah, and it's got a modulating circuit as well. Right. It is so good.
Wow.
It's one of the best delay pedals I've ever heard.
That's
And it does that thing that analog man style decay. So
Yeah.
as you get each repeat,
Bucket Brigade.
yeah, where it gets more gross.
You can explain Bucket Brigade better than I can.
Yeah, so in things like this, they're using a chip, but different Bucket Brigade style things is just that you have a circuit where they use a cascading set of capacitors or whatever in like the chorus Bucket Brigades and stuff like the famous CH1. They just use a circuit where there's a component into another component. That's the idea of a Bucket Brigade.
Yes.
It just keeps going.
Yes.
Right, and so you can use them to do that to create a delay or chorusing and different time-based effects,
Yes.
right? So, but they have chips for that now too.
Yes.
that are very good.
And so
as
the
well.
idea with the Bucket Brigade delay is that the sound changes and degrades as the delay
as
goes.
the delay happens,
Yes.
the more repeats, the more degraded it gets, and it's
such
just
cool.
the sound.
It's very nostalgic.
So nice.
Yeah,
It's just the best type of delay.
It's fucking cool.
It's so
it's really
sick.
cool.
And I use that all the time.
Speaking
It's
of
so good.
Speaking of delay,
It was cheap as.
I
cheap as.
got the Roland Space Echo, like the UAD, when they were giving away free plugins over Christmas.
Yep.
I downloaded this one. It's made. I don't love this plugin, but it's made me interested in the hardware unit.
Oh, dude.
Because again, super classic. Like
A few years ago, one of these went up needing repairs.
Yeah.
And I was bidding against someone and someone else got it.
how much was it?
It was going for really cheap.
Like under $1,000.
Like 350, 400.
Yeah.
I was
So
trying to get it.
These things are worth about $2,000 to $3,000.
Yeah.
When you see them,
I was going to rebuild it.
Yeah. Dude, it's so funny whenever I see stuff that needs repair, I'm like, I'll just buy it. Mitch will just fix it for me. It's fine every time. So I'm tempted by the hardware unit.
Yeah.
Just because
They're cool.
it's so classic, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's
Have you seen in the top where you see the tape going around?
Yeah.
So cool.
I mean, they're popular for a reason, right? Like it's pretty cheap. It'd be cool. Dude, how's Tom messaging the chat the other day saying that the PCM 90 was up for like $2,500 and it'd be a sick PCM 92 whatever.
PCM, yeah, it's
Is
a
it
digital effects unit.
Is it PCM? No, I don't think
Lexicon
it is.
PCM?
Yeah, 92 reverb. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he said there was one up for like $2,500.
Yeah, they've got them at
like,
the uni.
I'm sure it's a good price, but fuck, $2,500 for a reverb plugin. Essentially,
Nah,
you know what the thing that Tom
not for
and I
me.
was talking about is like this is going to be the same like the hardware reverb and the digital reverb. The algorithm's the same, no?
Yeah, so where it gets tricky with digital effects is that, like you can obviously recreate that digitally because it is digitally based, but there are certain things to the chipsets and stuff like that that are in them,
Right.
that are going on, and then they've got to emulate it properly in the plugin.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a tricky thing. Like I've got hardware reverbs and stuff that I use for tracking.
Yep.
So I have like basically latency free reverb, but there's heaps of affordable ones out there, like the Yamaha SPXs and stuff like that. Did you type in compressor?
Yeah, I'm super
every time
curious.
air compressors come, it's so funny.
I'm just curious as to what. Like, I probably would never buy like a microphone or anything like
On
that.
Temu?
Yeah.
Is this Temu?
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
Temu.
Yeah, there's some crazy shit on Temu.
Like you can buy like knockoff pretty much anything on here, right? Like what?
Yeah.
What else would we look for that we
but it's
use?
all like you got to be so careful because some
Yeah.
of it's such garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what? Sure, there's like some that have to be.
There's all the there's the 57, 58,
that has
7Bs.
so that's so sketchy.
Yeah,
it looks
sketchy as.
exactly the same.
Yeah, there's all that stuff. Fake U87s and stuff. Fake Sennheisers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This fucking thing.
Yeah, the Neumann TLMs.
Have you seen people buy these on
Yeah.
TikTok and they come and they're like this big?
Yeah,
they're like half the size. Yeah.
The other thing as well is like people pretending they're breaking a Neumann, but it's a Temu
Oh,
version. I've seen people do
fucking hell.
that shit for the clicks.
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy any of that. Don't buy any of this stuff.
Yeah, no.
unless it's unless someone finds one of those rare things that are actually good, like those pedals.
Yeah.
sick. Like
Yeah,
so
yeah,
good.
yeah.
But that's one of my cheap
They
ones.
look identical,
for sure.
don't they?
It's too narrow. It's too
It
skinny.
is too. Yep.
Too skinny.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So the cheap. Yeah. Right.
Pedals are cool.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Have you got an expensive one?
Another expensive one?
Did you just do an expensive one?
No. You
Yeah.
need to
I
do
just
a
did an
cheap.
expensive one. I need to do a cheap one.
You can do a cheap one. I can't. Think of
I
anything
can.
expensive.
Yeah. I'm just trying. I'm going over
Overrated.
expensive one.
I've got to think of over. Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
to think of something that's too expensive. But yeah,
There's
have
got
you
it.
a cheapie that you can think of that you love.
The thing that comes to mind is the Audix drum mic sets. You know, like
Yeah,
the
okay.
D6 and the D2, and
Yeah.
like for example, like the Audix D6.
Yep.
You know, this one will split people's like opinions on as to if people like it or not.
Yep.
It's this again, one trick pony can only do one thing. The thing that it does, nothing else comes close.
Yeah.
And for the price.
Man, it's one of those mics I've always had my eye out for, man. And like a couple of times I've almost bought one.
Again, I bought one when I was 18,
Yeah.
like 20 years ago, and I still have it and it still gets used all the time.
Yeah.
I bought
It's a cool sound.
Audix D4 recently, and again, I really like it on Toms. I bought like this one. It's $300. I think you can get the kit for like $1,000, something like that.
Yeah.
Not a super sexy purchase and not something that you'd rave about. But if we're talking about cheap stuff that is always great, an Audix D6 I think is really fucking hard to go past.
Yeah.
I'm going to think of more exciting ones. But have you an expensive one? Dude, I feel
overrated.
I feel like we talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
And then when it comes time to
Anything
do this,
from UAD, fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Their interfaces.
Yeah. Oh,
Their interfaces.
Apollo.
UAD, Apollos.
Apollos. How do we miss that?
Yeah, Apollos.
Oh, dude, Apollo should be the top of the list.
When I put that as our topic, the Apollo was the first thing I thought of.
All right.
And I just forgot.
Man, we kind of started our relationship
hating Apollos and shit.
Bonding over how much we hated Apollos.
Yeah.
Like it was you, me, and Tom would get together because Tom he's the tech guy at the uni, so his job essentially is to buy and then service the gear.
Yep.
So he would come, like if anyone's going to know, it's fucking him because he has to use it every day and he has to be, Anyway, so he would just come to our hangouts and be like, fucking Apollos, man. Don't buy that shit. They're shit house. They fucking break all the time.
Yeah.
And we basically started bonding because we all hated Apollos.
Yeah. The Mac only thing originally, the fact that they do cost
the price is the killer for me.
The buy-in to their plugins that used to be the issue.
Let's look at this.
And I just want to put this out there right now. There is talk online like about converters and people obsessing over converters sometimes and conversion quality. And it should be the last thing in your brain, conversion quality. You should be working on things like microphone technique and whatever, and better speakers.
Yeah, I think once you've got your mic collection sorted and you've got all your gear and cool, then we think
conversion does make a difference, but it's minuscule compared to these other things. But I'll never forget the day Tom sent us stems.
That's right.
Run through the Pro Tools stuff. This was when he was still at TAFE, when I was at TAFE and that as well.
Yeah.
We both used to work at TAFE and whatever. Anyway, and and he did a shootout, and he ran a bunch of stems through an Apollo and a bunch of stems through the Pro Tools HDXs.
Yep.
And the difference was
there was a third. Wasn't there a third one? Was there like
it might have been the MTRX? Might have been the MTRX.
MTRX. Yep. That's right.
The Sigma.
That's right. Yeah. So there was Apollo.
Not MTRX, the Sigma. Yeah.
Sorry.
There was,
So there was the Apollo, and then we had the Avid interfaces, like the classic HDX ones.
Yeah.
And then the third.
Maybe it was the SSL. Sigma thing?
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. Anyway, so he the same source through 3 different interfaces.
Yeah.
And we laughed at how bad the Apollo one was.
It sounded thinner. It sounded harsh in the highs.
Yeah.
It was weird. And it's all to do with the processing chips
stereo
they
imaging
use.
was cooked.
Yeah. There was some funny things going on. And like whether or not they've addressed that in their when they've done reissues later on, but at the time they were so overpriced and they were not good sounding interfaces.
So I really don't like.
Yeah, not all interfaces are equal. Everyone, just
they're
remember
really
that.
fucking not. We can get into this a bit, but so something that bothers me about these units is that people like Will Putney and Will Yip back them, and go like,
they're huge in America.
Yeah, but like, and I'm sure UAD just give them to these guys and go be like, here, please use this shit so we can sell more of them.
Yep.
Well, Will Yip, dude, have you seen his studio? It's like
no, I'm not familiar with Will Yip.
He is the guy responsible for Turnstile.
Oh, whoa!
All of those bands.
Yeah.
Like if you name any band in that area, that's Will.
Yeah,
he's the
shit.
guy. He's
sick.
Anyway, so his studio, dude, you'd lose your mind over it. Like
the Turnstile stuff I love.
Look at the live room. Look at he's on a 1081 desk. He's got the craziest outboard collection. Anyway, so I've seen
all the Neves.
Yeah, I've seen some ads recently about him talking about UAD.
Why is Distresses at the bottom? That's wrong. That's wrong.
Yeah, probably just added later as an afterthought. Anyway, so I watched some ads recently where Will's talking about how he uses UAD and how it's his favorite interfaces and how he'll never use anything else. And I'm just sitting there going like, what are you doing, man? Like you're sending all these young kids down this fucking path of they think now that they have to buy a UAD. Like I get how it might work for you with your brand endorsements and whatever. Like,
if you're in the plugin ecosystem that they've developed and all that, sure,
But, okay,
I get it. But
let's-
then why? Because then they've got all that unison technology. Like he doesn't need any of that.
No.
So it's a funny thing. I just think
he's probably a bad example of using like saying someone is using the gear and whether they're actually using it or not.
There are lots of YouTubers out there, man, that love the Apollo stuff.
I mean, it's so popular, right?
Yeah, it's one of the most popular interfaces.
Yeah,
for sure.
That bothers me for so many reasons because I think it's a shit product that is really overpriced.
Yeah.
So what do we got here? 18 in 24 out, but we're talking about it's actually only got 4 pre's.
Yeah, see all of that,
So-
like the lack of preamps.
Yeah. So hang on. So you're
lack
paying
of expandability.
$5,500 for 4 preamps, and then all the other things that you would get with, which is like it's got headphone monitoring, which that's cool. But again, I don't care if I'm spending over $5,000 on an interface. I don't expect to have things like headphone amps and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm probably going to do that with other stuff.
Yeah.
I'm probably not even going to use the pre's in it if I'm spending $5,500.
Yeah.
But if I'm spending $5,500, I'm not going to fucking buy Universal Audio. I'm going to go and get a real interface, right?
Yeah.
But if you're trying to sell this to kids at home or people, trying to step up their gear and get something nice, what are you getting here? $5,500, 130 dB of dynamics range. I know you said you don't think that's important. Some people think it's important.
Oh no, I think the dynamic range is important, but they hype that up too.
Yeah. I mean, the Antelope interfaces are nearly 10 dB more than that. I think they're 138. I think
they're one of the highest.
Yeah, and it's half the price.
Yeah.
I paid $3,000 for my what's it? Antelope.
Yeah, Antelope Audio have some. I think we might have talked about this before, like some backlash online about
Yes, they
certain
do.
things,
Yep.
but their interfaces are really good.
Yeah. So I have the Gen 3, Orion 32, Gen 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
As far as high-end interfaces go, that's probably one of the best for the bang for the buck.
in that price range, it's probably gonna be pretty hard to compete with. So the Gen 4 is actually fucking. That's almost the same price. How much is the Gen 3?
Yeah, you can pick these up secondhand for a really good price though. But yeah, the Apollos, I can't justify that.
I'm 100% with you.
The I/O is atrocious for what you're paying for.
So Tom said they also have problems. Was it word clock problems or there's a?
I'm not sure.
Anyway, he had opinions on some of that stuff. Yeah, stereo imaging from what I've heard is really funny and weird. The main thing I don't like is the same reason that we spoke about Neve, is that people think that in order to make good music, you need one of these.
them.
Yeah.
And that whole thing of buying into an ecosystem of plugins, and it's like,
that's
dude,
so annoying.
go get some hardware.
Yeah.
For that money.
Yeah.
Like get some good gear.
Yeah, I will say the plugins sound great. Like they do, as far as plugins sound really good.
Yeah, their
should you
plugins
be
are good.
paying $300-400 for a plugin?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
No.
Fuck no. That's
No.
all right.
Yeah, obscene.
We've hit it hard.
Cool.
Should we?
One question. Let's do a question.
Yeah, let's do a question.
Yeah,
Cool.
let's do a question.
Hang on, man. I never go on Instagram or social media much these days. Do you? Are you on it much these days?
Yeah, for work stuff, work related, communications.
I'm just trying to avoid it as much.
I've got to stay off it more, I think.
Okay, so Lachlan's question actually works really well with today's topic. Most hated piece of gear that you love.
Most hated piece of gear
That you love.
that I love.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like, I think for an example, like,
Yeah.
what's a good like. Hated is a strong word. There's probably not many hated pieces of gear. Maybe maybe we can say slept on or underrated piece of gear that you really. So like like your 163s. They might fall into that category for you. Do you think? Like cheap
they're
things.
slept on, definitely.
Yeah.
They're slept on.
Like something that's hated that I love.
Yeah.
So hard.
Anything by Behringer is always a good one.
You like them?
Yeah. So
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
The 369 is one. That's a good one.
Well, Lachlan bought one because of yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 369 is a good one.
Yeah.
That Behringer 369, like people hate things because it's got the Behringer badge on it. And like we've talked about it before, a thing that's easy to clone is diode bridge compression because the compression's happening in diodes, which are a cheap component.
I'm going to pretend like I know what you're talking
and
about.
that compressor's dope. It does a cool thing. I'll never sell it unless I can afford a real one.
Totally. Yeah.
It's sick.
Basic hated gear piece.
That's a good one.
I think another one like that might fall into that category is like cheap clones of stuff. Like those warm 414s.
Yeah.
They're really cheap.
Yeah.
They're fine.
Yeah,
Like
good enough.
I think love's probably a strong word. I think they work well, and I think that the money that I would have to spend to get the real 414s doesn't come close to the value that they add.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think Warm are doing some good things in that space on some of their equipment.
dude, the last couple of Warm products that we tried, I wanted to dislike it. Like I think I'm like, this is gonna sound shit. Like this is gonna, it's gonna be cheap. And they're great. I actually used those microphones on my session the other day. Like you lent them
the
the
64s, retro 64s. Yeah,
I used that on top and bottom snare. Sounded great.
Yeah,
really good.
Yeah,
yeah, dude.
That whole thing. So, just to clue you in on that, I think I was wondering what they did with the capsule on that one.
Right.
And I think what they did is use the WA19 capsule that they designed.
Yeah.
You know, the WA18 Beatles Ringo mic?
Yeah.
I think they've used the same capsule.
Right.
And that's why they're getting that brightness and stuff.
Do you think
it
it's
might be similar?
Do you think it's a design
quite
choice
different.
to make the microphone you can't take it apart? Can you take it apart?
I don't know.
It's a one solid thing, right?
Yeah, it'd have to be serviceable though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, right.
That's interesting. Yeah,
he's interesting.
Yeah.
Actually,
but yeah, they're like for the price, those things are pretty good. But yeah.
Reese Zucker,
I've got more stuff on
why
them.
do I still suck at this after nearly 20 years? Bro, if I had the answer, I would give it to you.
Reese does it. Reese is so good at what he does,
of course
man.
he is,
Like he's killing it, man.
He's talking shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking Dane, man.
Or does he mean us? Why do we suck?
Yeah, why do you suck?
Is he putting himself in our shoes?
What? No, he said, why do I still suck? Oh, he said, I guess he's asking me to ask the question. Why do I still suck?
Yeah.
Right, dude.
Lots of reasons.
There's a cool question here from No Cure for Rob, but I might leave that one for next week because that's a big topic. He wants to talk about mic treatment for certain sources and that sort of thing.
Okay.
That's going to be a big one.
Big one, yeah.
Yeah, we'll leave that one. I'm going to keep that one for next week. Thank you, Rob.
Any short ones?
No, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Cool.
How are we going? How's our list?
Dude, I think we've got some other things we can look at next week.
Actually,
I think.
yeah, let's save some stuff. But also, I felt like there was something I wanted to ask you.
Yeah. There was
go.
one more cheap product that just came out. I don't know if we want to talk about it for this week.
Go on then.
The MacBook.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. So
Squeeze
what's
that
this
one
new MacBook?
MacBook
Tell me.
Neo.
MacBook Neo. Right. Okay.
So this is an interesting one because it's only just come out.
So is it an Air style?
No. Yeah, it would be like a MacBook Air. Yeah,
Right.
It's focused mainly for education, right?
So it's cut down?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so it's got like a tablet or phone chip in it rather than an M1.
Oh.
But it's way more affordable.
Oh.
Decent
But man,
display.
like the way these computers are going, like that.
People have benchmarked it and it's close to the original M1s.
That's what I mean. Like a phone chip these days. That's not
Still
crazy.
good.
You know, like
Yeah.
Joel just got the new M4 laptop.
Yeah.
And he's got also the Intel, like the older Intel laptop.
yeah,
And
they
he says
smoke
it
'em.
just smokes it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he's doing video editing on home on a MacBook Air on raw
Yeah.
red footage.
I've got an M2 or M3 MacBook now.
Yep.
That I've had for a couple of years. Must be I think it's I think it's M2. I think the M3 had just come out.
Right, okay.
I think I got an M2.
I've got an M2. Yep.
But the whichever one it is,
Yep.
it keeps up with my M1 Max.
Yep.
Like,
Of course it does.
It's like if I pushed them like and really put them both to the limits, the Max would win.
Okay, so is that
But-
the chip from the new phone?
Yeah,
the
it would be.
A18 chip?
A18,
Yeah,
yeah.
right, okay.
Yeah. So what some people were saying was like the RAM is limited, stuff like that.
Right. So this is just a
But
cheap
it's
way to
only
get into a Mac.
Yeah, it's an 8 gigabyte RAM chip. But for most music, if you're just doing
8
beginner, like dipping your toes into the audio world,
Totally.
this is a bargain.
Yeah. Dude, you
$900
could-
for a Mac.
Yeah.
It's $900 Australian. It's like $500 US.
8 gig memory.
Right? 8 gig RAM is plenty for most audio applications.
Yeah. I mean, I was working on that M1 16 gig RAM for 3 or 4 years and it was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As long
cool.
as you're not doing like 6K footage.
hang
and
on,
stuff.
let's look at
But I
what-
can edit 6K footage on my MacBook.
Yeah.
Like easy.
it's pretty amazing.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It doesn't even flinch
The new
me.
M chips are wild.
They're wild. So like and like look, I used to be a PC guy. I used to be all in on
we all
PC.
did.
I
Everyone
hated
did.
Mac.
Yeah.
Right? But what they're doing now in affordability is crazy.
Yeah.
And with all the RAM stuff going on
Mm-hmm.
and because of all the AI kind of shit,
Mm-hmm.
Mac are going to win this game now. They've won it.
Oh,
Like,
I think they won it a while ago.
yeah. Well, as soon as they released M1 against Intel,
Yeah.
they're
Okay,
just killing it.
so it's less than half the price of the Air, which is Great.
Yeah, it's really
Cool.
affordable.
All right, so they're just releasing more like cheaper entry level.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. And apparently the story is in the industry that all the laptop manufacturers were shitting their pants.
Right.
Because this is going to undercut.
Because this has been the thing that's kept Mac and PC separate is the
Price.
The price, the low price, like the sub $1,000 computers.
Yeah. A $500, like say we're talking US dollars, a $500 notebook on an Intel chip versus whatever Apple are doing, I would take Apple now.
Yeah.
And this is coming from someone that was hardcore PC on like my choices for computers. I would never go back to PC at the moment. Never. And with the cost of RAM and the cost of storage, PCs are untenable at the moment. You just can't even get the graphics processing. So
totally.
That's a crazy one.
That's cool.
I just thought it was really cool. Yeah.
Exciting. And in time, like Apple releases anything, I'm interested.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. It's cool stuff. Anyway.
Well, dude, we got so much more to talk about, but we should probably wrap it up, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah,
Dude.
man. Thank you.
Good one.
Thanks, everyone.